T.B. Johnson rode the frontier with a quiet authority that didn't need to be announced. As a Black deputy U.S. Marshal serving in Indian Territory, he worked during a time when the badge was both a shield and a target. The land was unforgiving, the outlaws were desperate, and every ride carried the weight of uncertainty. But Johnson met the danger with a steady hand and a calm resolve that made him one of the most respected deputies of his era. Little is written about his early life, but the records that survive paint a clear picture of the man he became. Johnson was known for his discipline, his sharp instincts, and his ability to stay composed in situations that would rattle most men. He wasn't the type to boast or seek attention. Instead, he let his work speak for him, and in the Indian Territory, his work spoke loudly. T.B. Johnson often rode alongside other Black and Indigenous deputies, forming a brotherhood forged by long nights, dangerous trails, and the constant threat of ambush. They traveled through dense forests, across open plains, and into outlaw hideouts where the wrong move could cost a life. Johnson's strength wasn't in intimidation or force. It was in his patience, his judgment, and his ability to read a situation before it unfolded. One of the things that set Johnson apart was his reliability. When a warrant was issued, he didn't hesitate. He followed the trail wherever it led, sometimes riding for days with little rest. He understood that justice in the frontier wasn't delivered by grand speeches or courtroom drama. It was delivered by men willing to ride into the unknown, guided only by their oath and their courage. Johnson's arrests were often described as controlled and deliberate. He approached fugitives with a calm that disarmed them before a single word was spoken. Many outlaws surrendered without a fight, sensing that the man before them was not one to be tested. And when violence did erupt, Johnson acted with precision, protecting his fellow deputies and ensuring that justice was carried out. His service under Judge Isaac Parker placed him among the elite group of deputies tasked with bringing order to one of the most lawless regions in America. These men faced dangers that few modern officers could imagine: treacherous terrain, unpredictable weather, and criminals who would rather die than return to Fort Smith in chains. Yet Johnson continued to ride day after day, year after year, driven by a sense of duty that never wavered. T.B. Johnson's legacy is a reminder of the countless Black lawmen whose stories were nearly erased, men who upheld the law with integrity, who protected communities that didn't always protect them, and who carried the weight of justice on their shoulders without expecting recognition. Johnson didn't chase fame. He chased the truth. And in doing so, he helped shape the frontier into something safer, something steadier, something more just. His name may not appear in every history book, but his impact echoes through the stories of the men who rode beside him and the communities he served. T.B. Johnson stands as a testament to the quiet strength that built the foundation of frontier law enforcement. One ride, one arrest, one act of courage at a time. This is Black Justice Untold, the stories they tried to erase, now remembered. If this moved you, like, share, and subscribe so we can keep reclaiming our history together. Our stories deserve to be seen, heard, and